Anurag, hi, morning. Good to have you on the show. What is it that you make of first the big global meltdown on Monday and then the recovery thereafter?
Yeah. Aisha, morning. Look, I'll not pretend to act like as if I knew and saw this coming. I was caught by surprise. In fact, I was traveling last couple of weeks and I was really not prepared for it. And that's when the worst hits you. All fingers point to the yen carry trade, which now, of course, everybody knows for how that works and looks like that because it was a quick technical sell-off. And I don't know how 120,000 jobs created. Well, it is still some jobs created. It is less than 200,000. But why that coupled with a 46 PMI is so scary for the markets that you had to do this kind of a sell-off. The other story, I think, Aisha, I think in this market, what people are struggling with in US is that, you know, we know Buffett sold Apple stake and all of that. It sends a big signal that, look, there's nothing buy and hold forever in any market. And Amazon came up with little poor guidance and with silly reasons. So, and Google is struggling with its own problem. So, market is looking for where will the next leadership comes from. Is the AI story real? Are the profits here to be realized? S&P estimates this year are $250. There is a doubt that they're going to be realized. So that's the mix of things that there is in the market. And it is going to be range bound from here. That's my sense. Aisha, it still continues to be very top heavy, driven by 5, 6 stocks, at least in US. That's the story.
The fact that we've heard from BOJ today, and it is nothing, it is very simple that we will not increase rates till the time markets don't stabilize. That should be music to everyone's ear. That means that BOJ is watching. They don't want any reversal in the yen carry trade further.
Absolutely, absolutely. And how much can you expect? You know, the currency has already moved from 165 to now 145, right? So obviously, unless the central bank really takes control of this, we are going to see a yo-yo market like 12% up one day and 10% down the next. That's not good for anybody, right? So yeah, that should give some confidence, coupled with the fact, Nikunj, that even central bank governors out here in US also have spoken that, look, there is no recession out there. So stop really, crying wolf. Things are stable. We are watching, and rate cuts are coming. What more do you want?
Okay, fair enough. So, given that that seems to be your take, how are you just, in particular reading into the kind of commentary as well that has come from the Bank of Japan and the Finance Ministry in Japan as well, and the kind of massive rebound or U-turn that we saw in the stocks in Asia, in particular in Japan?
So, Avan, these kind of moves cannot be explained anything outside of a technical setup. Like fundamentals don't change like that. So obviously that unwinding of carry trade has happened now. Hopefully that's behind us, and people will not again try and play smart on this. Borrowing in yen and investing in US or global markets. That said, the commentary from Central Bank of Japan only just calms the nerves on both sides of this trade. And here is the puzzle. Nobody really knows what is the quantum of this trade, right? So we will only know this in the hindsight, like much of these credit failures happen. We will not know right now as to what is the extent of this trade. Can it strike again? Maybe it can, but the rumor in the market right now is that it's probably behind us, all the margin calls that were kind of triggered. So I think we'll have to go with that right now, and just protect our positions wherever we can.
All right, sir, really appreciate your time and hope to see more of you. And every time I see Chicago on the screen, I say, wow, that's one city I have to visit. Maybe sometimes in my at some point in my life.
Welcome. Absolutely, absolutely. You're welcome, Nikunj.
At least I know that I have a place to stay, so it'll be cheaper if I travel there, right?
100%.
Given how much the rupee has weakened, right?
Exactly. All currency comes to your mind.
Almost hitting 84.
Oh, it's a beautiful city, by the way, right? So
I know I've been.
I know
It's stunning.
New York is overhyped. San Francisco is kind of gone crazy. So Chicago is still kind of, we are still a nice city to visit. Yeah. So look forward. Anybody comes along, right? So happy to meet.
Okay, bucket list for Nikunj. Thanks very much, Anurag. Good to have you on board.